Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Omar, huh? What the hell is going on with Bud Crawford? I think boxing making that man crazy. You check out his fashion sense, makes you wonder what's going on with him. But anyway, when it comes to boxing, this is my question. Can Terence Crawford be considered the GOAT if he doesn't fight Jaron Bootsinners? Nobody cares about Canelo. Only people care about Canelo is Terence Crawford. Not many boxing fans care about it. If he fights him, cool, we'll all turn in, but nobody really, if he loses that fight, it's like whatever. I mean, it doesn't really affect him. There are some people who believe Terence Crawford tears Canelo out the frame, but there are a lot of people who feel that Terence Crawford can't beat Canelo anyway. So why put any energy into even worrying about that fight? But if Terence Crawford doesn't fight Bootsinners, well, that could affect how he's viewed as far as his legacy. Don't get me wrong, nobody can take away from Terence Crawford being two-time undisputed. No one can take that from him. Okay? But if he sails off into retirement, which I personally think the Secret Society is trying to get his ass out of boxing. I think they were trying to get him and Earl Spence out of boxing when the two of them couldn't make the fight. That's when you start seeing all that movement in the 147-pound division, and the fights that were being made, and the mandatories that were being lined up, and they started forcing guys on Crawford, like Rocha was being forced on Crawford, and Thurman was being forced on Spence. But nonetheless, to see where we are now, I just truly believe they're trying to force Crawford out of boxing because there are all these fights that are being made now, and there seems to be some activity, especially if Earl Spence gets the Canelo fight, right? If that's not a sign they want Crawford out of boxing, I don't know what is, okay? But there's one fight out there. Bootsinners. If Crawford doesn't fight Boots, I'm telling you right now, people are going to say he put duck sauce on the fried rice. But the thing is this. If I was Terence Crawford, right, the question is, do I just not fight Boots and go off into retirement and say, I don't care what anyone thinks? I did things my way, Frank Sinatra. I'm out here chilling, two-time undisputed. Nobody can take that from me. I'm in the Hall of Fame. I make gazillions of dollars. So what? But if he fights Boots and he loses, they still can't take away his two-time undisputed and everything that he's done in the sport of boxing, being a gazillionaire, right? You can't take that from him. He's still going into the Hall of Fame. A loss won't affect Terence Crawford as far as him being, in my opinion, a first ballot inductee, in my opinion, right, or nominee. So I think that's really the dilemma. When you listen to Terence Crawford talk, I believe Terence Crawford will fight anyone. But I truly believe, deep down, it's like guys want to. I think Crawford is looking at what time he has left on his career. And when I say he has left, it's his own choice, right? He can punch out when he wants. And I think he's really looking at, what, I'm gonna do this my way. Something people keep forgetting. Terence Crawford is cool with Mayweather. They have a pretty good relationship with Mayweather. So you see, Mayweather retired undefeated. Mayweather, I don't care what anybody says. I think Mayweather may be he may be the best to have ever put on a pair of gloves. Like that shit Mayweather done in the ring, man. I mean, it's just a whole nother level. But also, aside from Mayweather, Terence Crawford, man, close with Andre Ward, another undefeated fighter, man. I think he was, underappreciated. I personally didn't think very highly of him, but when he went out and did that Super 6 tournament, I said, this man's the truth. So even though he looked crazy against Kovalev, that shit he did in that Super 6 tournament was very, very impressive. So you got to respect Andre Ward. But when you look at my son's playing the saxophone. That shit's loud as hell. But when you look at Terence Crawford, you look at Andre Ward, and you look at Floyd Mayweather, and how they handle things at the end of their careers. Floyd didn't go out there and fight Thurman. Floyd didn't go out there and fight Earl Spence. Floyd didn't go out there and fight Triple G. Remember, they were trying to push Triple G on Floyd. He went out there and, gave Canelo the business, but he was like, no, I'm not doing that. And you look at Andre Ward, the same thing. He was like, I'm not going to go out here and keep fighting, and risk becoming undefeated or getting hurt. It's my time to exit the sport of boxing. I still don't really know why Andre Ward stopped boxing. But anyway, he's a spiritual guy, so maybe he feels that, the big man had better plans for him. But when it comes to Terence Crawford, he is more in a position kind of like Floyd to me. I'm my own boss, calling my own shots, and I'm going to retire from the sport of boxing. I'm not going to let the sport of boxing retire me. And I think Crawford, deep down, I really feel Crawford wants to fight Boots, but he's like, nah, I'm gonna do this my way. But if they put some serious money behind that Boots fight, I think he would take it. I think that's the only thing stopping him from fighting Boots, because he wants to do like Mayweather and fight whoever it is. It didn't matter as long as I'm getting paid big money. But Boots, he's not branded the way Mayweather is. And when you out here wearing trench coats, starter jackets, and sagging your pants with Louis Vuitton belts, buckles and shit, and the turtleneck, and the shoelace loose, dragging in the street, I mean, that's just not how to market yourself. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to do things his way. He doesn't care about no one's opinion about him. And I'm being serious as a heart attack. I mean, that's just not going to get it. If you really want to be the guy who picks and chooses who you fight and make the $20-30 million paydays, like that's not it. You know what I'm saying? It's just not it. It's like the other day I did a video interview for a job, right? Because I'm thinking about going to work. But anyway, I was just messing around through some resumes out there, and I got a bite for this company. I put it this way: the money's good and everything. Don't know if I'm gonna get the job, but I got the resume, made it through all the scanners. And then they reached out to me, and I had to do a video interview. So it's just some questions. I answered the questions. I finished that, and it's gone. But with that's why I went and cleaned up the beard. And when I pull my hair back, I wrap it up so you can't even see the ponytail. But if I have to go in for a face-to-face, then my appearance will look totally different. Like this shit, I'll cut my hair, get, pretty boy and shit again. And I'll walk in there looking like how I was looking right before I retired from the military, you know what I mean? Suited and booted, clean cut, professional. I'll still keep my goatee and shit, and I'll probably shave this shit off and lose the earring. But the bottom line is, I'm going to look the part because I know what comes with that and the expectation. Terence Crawford doesn't seem to understand that, but then again, he ain't out here really looking for no job. This man's a gazillionaire. I'm all right. I'm not that. And even if I don't work again, I'm all right. But I have time on my hands, so I want to do it. And Terence Crawford still has some time on his hands. He wants to do it. But my man is strictly going about things his own way. Where me, I'm more like, yeah, I'm going to do what I'm comfortable with, but I understand that sometimes, you got to play the game. But if he really wants, before he retires, to make that Mayweather type money, he's got to play the game. I ain't saying he's got to become a villain. I'm not saying he's got to do something where he's compromising his integrity, his values. I'm not saying that. But goddamn, play the game. So that's why I said Omaha. Because this ain't going to get it if you're trying to make a bunch of money in your next few fights. Because right now, Crawford has nothing lined up. Everybody else has announcements coming, right? Everybody else has things going on. Nothing going on with Crawford. The biggest and baddest pound-for-pound fighter in the sport. That's crazy to me. Absolute madness to me. That's why I say Omaha. Anyway, y'all keep cool, man. Let me know what y'all think about all that. But I just don't think Crawford going to get to where he's trying to get. I think they want him out the sport of boxing. I really do. I think the secret society want him out. But it is what it is. In the breeze.